Yeah, I was waiting on a song.
So was I, and then literally 5 seconds before you started turning the knobs and turning the mics on, I was just like, I didn't have a song, and my mind just went completely blank. I had nothing.
You should just go with this.
I almost went with "I Saw the Sign" by Ace of Base. I almost did, but I was like, I feel like I've done that recently.
I think you have too. But
I couldn't remember, so I couldn't do it.
Yeah, so that's just good. Err on the side of caution. I like that. We don't do that a lot on this podcast.
Not very often do I have the song planned out. It's usually halfway through the intro.
I've noticed that. I've definitely noticed that. Let's get into where you been, buddy. You want to do that?
Let's do it.
Let's just hop right into where you been.
Where you been? 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 Where you gone? Where you gone? Since you been gone? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
Where have you been, Pat?
I had a little boys' weekend with my buddies up in Conroe, so that's why I was at Southern Star on Friday. I was stopping by on the way to my buddy's lake house. Thank you, Keith from Southern Star. He hooked me up, gave me some beer for the weekend.
Great guy.
Which is always fucking appreciated. So good. And of course, beer, it did its job.
Right.
Got us very drunk. It was very
But
nice.
responsibly drunk, because that's what Southern Star is always about.
Because we weren't leaving. And that was the thing. Why it worked out so well is the pontoon boat, because it's his family's lake house. Shout out Tyler Thomason. Great weekend, buddy.
Gravy Gang member.
The pontoon boat this family has, it's broken, and the other boat they sold to one of their uncles, so it was gone. So we didn't have any way to be drunk on the water, which was great. So we were literally just hanging out in the water.
There you go.
Out by the thing. But went up there, drank our faces off for a couple days. I actually also had White Claws for the first time. Which,
did you feel broy?
Holy shit! I did not expect them to like it. Did not expect to like it as much as I did.
It doesn't taste like anything, really.
Dude, it's.
And if it does, it's just a very subtle taste.
It's flavored water.
Yeah, it's seltzer water
that gets you shit faced. So I was a fan of that.
It's not as good as
of
the Southern
course,
Star.
No, it was nowhere near as good as the Bombshell Blondes or the conspiracy theories. But that and Truly's. Those are fine products.
Truly's the same thing?
Yeah, same thing. I'd say it's a little bit more bubbly. Whereas White Claw just tastes like flavored water.
I believe it's pronounced bubbly.
Yeah, I would say it's more of like a carbonated one, so you get a little more bubble to it. But I was shocked. I've seen advertisements for them. I thought they were probably really girly and bad, and no, they were good. But went up there. We I had terrible service at a Mexican restaurant, but the food was still good. But
why it's got to be a Mexican restaurant?
Because that's what it was.
It's a Hispanic
just
restaurant.
A little mini not cool in there. The guy was like, hey, some of us ordered margaritas rocks. Some of them got margaritas frozen. The guy was like, hey, the margarita's frozen. It's going to take 5 minutes because, we have to, get it going. And we're like, yeah, cool, no problem. For some reason, the margaritas on the rocks took 25 minutes.
And actual rocks were in them, not ice. It was weird.
Which is crazy because, you don't have to freeze anything. You just pour the ingredients over ice. But they had no idea.
They didn't come out at the same time?
No.
I was going to say, it's different. I can understand if they, the frozen, they held on to on the rocks to bring out with the frozen. But, yeah, that's fucked up.
Also, I didn't feel as bad because I ordered a beer and a margarita.
Naturally.
Yeah, because, I wasn't fucking around.
It was a boys' weekend, bro.
Yeah.
It's a boys will be boys.
But, went up there, woke up the next day, got some breakfast. We went shopping, bought a shit ton of meat.
Oh, boys went out shopping. We had a shopping spree.
Oh, it was a nice little shopping spree.
We went into town.
I pooped in a Kroger, and I'm not allowed back. But, bought a bunch of meat, bratwurst and shit. So the rest of the day, we just grilled up and drank and just had a merry old time, dude. It was a fun fucking weekend. And then just had to clean a bunch on Sunday on the way out the door. And,
there you go. It's a good little weekend.
Dude, it was a really fun weekend. I took a nap as soon as I got home on Sunday.
That's just it. That's all you did.
Yeah. So it was the most I've done in a long time, and I had a great time doing it.
A great time. I watched Barstool's Rough and Rowdy number 9, which is, if you guys don't know what that is, it's like a boxing thing they do, but it's just random.
Sorry,
hey, please,
I just punched the
please
microphone.
do not try and hit our microphone, Pat. It's didn't do anything.
I didn't try.
It didn't do anything to you.
My accuracy is just that good.
So Barstool
I should be in Rough and Rowdy
has people like Pat and I could theoretically sign up and fight each other. Yeah. And it's just like, okay, you just got to sign a waiver, and they're 3 1-minute rounds. You just go, you gas yourself out. It's awesome because, like, UFC, I like UFC, but you watch these, like, professional fighters. They can get you on the ground. They can do the ground and pound. Rough and Rowdy's just they're just throwing bows. They're just throwing bows and
throwing bombs. They're not throwing bows. Bows are illegal.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's true. They're just throwing they're not throwing elbows. They're just throwing bombs. Not bombies. You wouldn't.
Most of them can't punch. They're like swinging over the top,
and then
windmill
they just
style.
gas in like 30 seconds. So it's just like, especially the bigger dudes, it's just like 2 big dudes just like breathing heavy and just slowly swinging at each other. But this one was at like a military base somewhere in North Carolina. So like a lot of the guys were kind of jacked and like fit, and I was not as happy with it as I had been previous ones.
Really?
Like, I want to see rednecks fight. Like, it's tight. Like, yeah, these guys are jacked and like they kicked ass and like you saw like a knockout and shit like that. But I want to see the rednecks fight. That's what I want. Because you can wear whatever you want, and like there's guys that come out and like, you know,
you're wearing
like,
a shirt. Like, come on, dude.
Like, but there's dudes that wear like boots and like blue jeans, and that's what they're fighting. And you're like, I guess tight. Like, I'd maybe wear some athletic shorts. I don't know.
Yeah, like you're limiting your range of motion. Like, no matter how good your jeans fit, you're limiting your range of motion.
Yeah,
and you're gonna get sweaty. Your legs are
exactly.
gonna get hot.
Exactly.
You gotta let your legs breathe, man.
Yeah.
For movement.
Yeah.
Breathing
is crucial for legs.
I almost bought Barstool Gold just so I could get Rough and Rowdy's free for the next year because I still haven't seen one. And then I remembered that I wasn't going to be able to watch it this weekend, so I didn't. But next time I get drunk, I'm probably going to end up doing that.
It was pretty fun. It was a fun little night, and it was a good way to spend a Friday night. Shown to do that.
Everyone's always told me they're always well worth the money.
It's entertaining,
it's $20.
And it's like all the Barstool guys that I like already, anyways, and like they're calling the fights and they're doing the interviews. So
Big
it's fun
Cat
to
sings
see all
the national
Yeah,
anthem.
it's a lot of fun. That's pretty much where I've been, but I've also been wondering. Because this is my Robert move. I've been wondering.
I was about to say I wasn't allowed. I didn't know you were allowed to wonder.
Well, I am because Robert does this all the time. I've been wondering if your pillows are dry yet.
5 days.
They took 5 days.
5 days is how long it took. So I washed them last Monday.
Did you keep washing them?
No.
You should have washed them 3 more times, dude.
So I washed them last Monday, and like I said, they were just soaking. I left them out on the balcony for a few days, and it took 3 separate times in the dryer. And on that 5th day, I was like, it was still a little wet, but I'm like, I give up. I'm gonna use it from now on. I'm gonna use it because I didn't want to like put it on the balcony anymore or put it in the dryer again.
Was it like mildewy smelling because it was on the balcony?
No, it wasn't.
That's good.
So that's where Robert's been, has been drying a pillow for 5 days.
5 days.
It's a long 5 days, huh?
Yeah, but I've also got a question.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
All right, so I think this is going to be a hard one just because of...
That's what she said.
I wish we had a segment to answer these things.
What we do. Yeah, actually, I need an answers. I need an answers for the question.
Should we play the intro?
For a month, would you rather talk in a helium high-pitched voice or only in whispers?
High-pitched voice.
High-pitched voice.
Yeah.
High-pitched voice?
Because it's hilarious. Every joke is funnier in that voice.
Oh, you're so much funnier. Yeah, I think so. What about you? You'd go whisper. Robert's totally a whisper guy.
I think I'd go whispers. Okay, but I think it's easier.
Whispering is definitely easier.
To make a whisper sound like sexy.
Oh, because we have the whole ASMR thing.
Than a high-pitched helium voice.
That was a fart into the thing.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if you whisper, then more people are going to be, wait, what did you say? And you're going to have people talk to you more. And I'm like, I'm not about that. If you get the high-pitched voice, they're just going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy and not want to talk to him? And I'm all about that.
Yeah, you are. I was just doing it solely because I feel like the jokes would definitely be funnier.
The jokes would be funnier, too, but also, like...
And you can talk normal. Your voice just comes out that way.
I can't drop off food at a table at the restaurant and be like, all right, is there anything else?
Would you like... Would you like
what?
some more pickles?
That would be the one thing.
Can I get a ketchup for you?
And the pickles.
And the pickles. And sour sauce all over my pussy.
Shout out Dan Cook if
Yeah,
nobody
right.
knows
That
what the fuck we're talking
completely
about.
ripping a Dan Cook bit, but that was like...
It was an homage. It wasn't ripping it. It was an homage.
Yeah. I'm not owning that.
But yeah, I would 100% go high-pitched voice. That'd be great.
Give me your high-pitched voice. High-pitched helium voice.
Hey, Robert, how's it going?
2 guys walk into a bar.
Hey, Robert, how's it going? It's cool.
That kind of sounds
That's
like
right,
helium, right?
Because the helium, it does get you kind of nasally,
Hey,
too.
it makes you nasally. See you talking this rest of the podcast.
Let's just do the rest of the podcast like that, and we'll see what they prefer. Robert, you can only whisper. We'll only do. Nope. No, everybody just tuned out.
There's mine.
And it was at the 24-minute mark where everyone stopped listening.
Guys, I just really love drinking Southern Star beer.
That's really good beer.
It's like a 4-year-old.
Yeah, it does.
I had 9 beers.
I don't know how many 4-year-olds have had 9 beers, though.
I mean, the cool ones.
Pat's like, well, I don't know what you did when you were 4, but I was partying. So that's where you've been?
That's where I've been.
What? Oh, no, you did say whisper. I was like, did we even get
He went whisper, yeah. We knew Robert was a whisper guy already.
But think about, but see that.
Like, would you rather talk in a high-pitched voice, or you could only growl things? Like, hello.
Oh, growl. Because then you just sound like Clint Eastwood.
God damn, that's true.
Yeah, I'd go with growl.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I'll have a beer.
Well, you can only talk like Donald Trump or
Trump. Yeah, it doesn't matter what the next one is. I'm taking Trump.
You can only talk like Trump or helium. But you talk like Trump. Here's the caveat, and you have to you get all the hate that he gets.
I'll take Trump.
Yeah, like your Twitter feed is just blown up.
I mean,
hashtag resist is everywhere to you.
Yeah, but that means I'm also getting like 800,000 responses to every tweet.
They're not great though.
Whatever.
They're not great. Our podcast rankings would probably fall.
We'd
because
give
it would give us bad reviews.
But with every bad one, we'd have 4 more that latched on to support us.
This is getting into a weird spot. We're gonna move on.
I just want AOC to respond to me.
Don't tweet her. Let's move on to not where you been. Comeback Kid. We just did where you been, haven't we? I'm all scatterbrained. My brain's all over the place.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
If anybody has a stand-up bass and wanted to bring it to the 300th episode and play that, then you could play it live. Our other comeback kid this week is Heat. I don't know if you knew this. It was hot this weekend.
But the last 2 days, it's been gorgeous.
It's been pretty nice. But we had a nationwide heat wave, and
really everyone in Texas was just like, yeah, it's still fucking hot.
But it happens with 4th of July where they're like,
and things to do to prepare for the summer. Make sure you wear plenty of sunscreen. Don't stay out of the sun too long. Stay hydrated.
And it's all that generic stuff that they do to fill time. And then this weekend, it was everywhere. They're like, oh my God, up north, it's going to be hot. Ah!
Yeah, New York canceled a marathon. And I'm just like, hey, maybe don't schedule a marathon in July.
Or just be better.
You ever thought of that?
Just be better than the sun, bro.
Why don't you try, May for your marathon?
Why are we so scared of the sun, dude? We shouldn't be.
It kills people.
It's cold. It's not even that hot. Scientifically proven. Space is cold. The sun can't be that hot.
But seriously, how beautiful have these last 2 days been?
They've been fantastic. Except it rained a little bit
Today, I was sitting there and I was like, dude, how crazy is it that it's 83?
And now we're here with the weather.
But it feels like it's 70 degrees outside.
No, don't tell me how it feels. I'll tell you how it feels.
No, but I'm saying when we're used to 100 every day and we get a day of 83, it's felt like it's 72 degrees outside.
But I already bitched about it where it's it's 80 degrees, but it feels like 95. It's no, then it's 95. If it feels like it's 95, it's 95.
I'm with you. No, but
don't tell me how I feel.
I am the guy that goes, it's 84, but with humidity, it's 93.
Humanity, it feels
I am that guy. But I'm just saying, today I looked at it and it was 83. Real feel. 83, and I was like, fuck yeah, no humidity today.
But the news going into the last weekend was hilarious because it's
humidity.
Things to do to prepare for the heat this weekend.
Just stay inside.
Stay inside. Don't go outdoors for very long. Don't sit in a hot car. And it's just the most generic stuff don't stare straight into the sun. When going into the water, please don't fill your pocket with rocks. Okay. Tight?
Don't drive into lava.
Don't leave dogs parked in hot cars. Okay, cool. If you're walking on cement, make sure you have shoes. Neat. Thanks for giving us all these groundbreaking facts.
Who would have thought?
That
you should not expose yourself
it's
to
those
heat.
people, if you can't figure that out, guys, we're probably not going to make it, I'm not saying...
Actually, which backs up my point that we shouldn't say those things, because people that need to be told that should be killed off.
Well, that's kind of what I'm saying. It's dude.
Let's we're not to the point of severe overpopulation yet.
We're getting there.
But
that Thanos guy was not
We're getting there. But that's what I'm saying. Stop putting warning labels on anything. No more warning labels. So let's nip this in the bud before it becomes a problem. Anybody who's going to die because there wasn't a warning label, We don't need your genes being passed on.
And you know what? Bouncing off of this one, we're adding another comeback kid just because there's magicians and vaping are comeback kids again this week. Because did you see the magician commercial where it's like the FDA put out?
No, I was drinking all weekend.
Now they're putting out like anti-vaping commercials instead of the anti-smoking ones, where it's just like, dude, just let somebody fucking get high, or like not high, just let them get a buzz wherever they want to get a buzz, dude. Like, who gives a shit?
Like, take away smoking commercials too.
Like when you buy a pack of cigarettes,
actually,
like
no, because
half of the box says you're going to die.
Actually, see, that's the thing. Smoking kills you long term. Anything that's going to kill you short term is what shouldn't have a label. Like long term kills that have medical bills, that's bad.
Like guns.
But like, if you're going to put a fork in an outlet and kill yourself, there you go.
Yeah, forks don't have warnings on them.
Yeah,
they do not. So
I'm very
fork
pro
manufacturers. I'm more of a sport guy myself.
Yeah, you would be. You're wishy-washy. You can't decide which one you want.
I like having the option, you know? I use it mostly for a fork, but it's nice, you know, when you just...
See, that's why you wouldn't win Big Brother, man. You try to play both sides of the house.
I'd be great because I'd give everybody...
spoons. Sporks, guys.
I'd give everybody sporks, and then I'd be the great uniter. And they'd be like, this guy's our leader. We're going to take him all the way in. Because that guy brought the utensils we needed.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, but I'm excited to see the anti-vaping commercials.
Yeah, they have like a magician that like is trying to like do weird tricks and shit, and it's like, that's cool because the magician always got everybody to think that was awesome. Everybody remembers after the age of 5 when you're like, ooh, look how cool this magician is.
All right, you know what? Fuck that take. Fuck that. Magicians are awesome.
But like street musicians?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Like
anybody
Penn and
that
Teller
can do
are
sleight
awesome.
of hand is cool in my book.
Oh, what, you get the magic card thing again that everybody's already seeing? Like, come on.
Yeah, but I still don't know how it works.
Just Google it, bro.
No, I like being amazed.
Nah, dude. But magicians are back, though, because magicians are telling you how to smoke.
Yeah,
so if you're a magician and you
awesome.
smoke, then what are you even doing? What are you even doing?
Comedy musicians are the best ones.
So, yeah, vaping and magicians are back. Marvel's back.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have 175 movies coming out in the future that they announced.
Printing money.
Now,
actually, a lot of them are shows.
There was a movie called Endgame, which I was under the impression was the end of the whole thing.
Nope, that ended phase 3.
That makes sense to like why they would call it Endgame.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
You can understand though how one would believe, oh, it's over. Right?
Yeah, that storyline was over.
What?
Yeah.
But Spider-Man was in that storyline.
Dude,
Why is Spider-Man still hanging out?
They're giving a whole TV show to a guy that died 2 years ago.
Who?
Loki.
It's Loco.
Thor's brother.
Thor has a brother?
God damn it, Alex. Don't ask if you don't know.
And they have a girl Thor, which is like his sister?
No, the powers of Thor get transferred onto Jane Foster, which becomes the female Mighty Thor. So Natalie Portman's going to fuck people up with a hammer.
But do they do it together?
I don't know how they're going to do this one.
Like, do Thor and girl Thor fuck?
No, Thor might die, and then she gets the power.
Well, he is fat.
Okay, first of all, don't hate on Fat Thor. He's the greatest
I'm just
character
saying, he's fat,
ever
so he's
created.
probably not as super as he was.
I mean, he still did work in Endgame.
But he had to get thin, right?
No, he never got thin in that movie.
I don't know. I only read the Wikipedia synopsis. So.
No, he was fat for the whole end of the movie.
Okay.
And was kicking people's asses, representing my people. He appropriated the shit out of my culture, and I was fine with it.
That was cool with it, yeah? So Marvel announced a bunch of movies and
TV shows.
TV shows.
Which one of them I thought was definitely going to be a movie, and no, it's a TV show that's going to be on Disney Plus, which is going to be their new streaming site. Which, like, 3 of the things that they announced, 3 or 4 of them, are all going to be. It's like 4 shows, right? It was Loki, not Captain Marvel, Falcon and Winter Soldier. What If, I think, was a TV show, right?
Yeah.
And then
Wait, Winter Soldier is Captain America,
which
right?
I'm not that pumped about that one. What?
Captain America's the Winter Soldier, I thought.
No, the Winter Soldier was Sebastian Stan, who was his buddy Bucky Barnes. Sebastian Stan was the actor. So you keep asking questions when you don't know what we're talking about.
But there's a Captain America Winter Soldier, right?
That was the name of the movie. Captain America title, 2 dots, the Winter Soldier. The Winter Soldier is a different character.
You can understand how that's misleading, though.
Which,
can't
by the
you?
way, I was surprised they called it Falcon in the Winter Soldier when Falcon is supposed to be taking over the mantle for Captain America.
Like Captain America was a soldier,
No,
right? Was he not a soldier?
He wasn't the Winter Soldier. The Winter Soldier is a title, just like Captain America.
I thought that
was
just
a
meant he
title.
was a soldier during the winter.
Because you don't watch and you're stupid.
Okay, all right. Well, don't make misleading titles.
They're not
Guys,
misleading.
They're very misleading.
not.
I was misled.
Oh, I thought the New York Giants were just large people.
They are. They're football players.
But they're not any larger than any other football player.
But they're still large men.
That's true. They're very,
So
except for the kicker.
they live up to. Hey, Aldrich Rosas, he's our boy.
Pretty sure I could kick his ass.
So what would Jesus do? A while back, my buddy and I, it's actually the 10th consecutive week of this. Now, we said we were going to run this bad boy until you guys quit sending us WWJD.
You guys seem to like it.
And you guys,
I don't think we need to say that anymore. I think this is just a segment now, man.
It might be. Because it kind of takes up a lot of time. And it makes our podcast way longer because we have Mount Rushmore season now, too. But I feel like when Mount Rushmore season's gone, it's going to kind of flow a little bit better.
And then we'll just spend 4 hours on football every time, too.
Oh, that's true, damn it. Yeah, but what WWJD, a while back, my friend and I were talking about something, like somehow Jesus came up in a scenario. I was like, I wonder what he would do in that. And we were just kind of joking, throwing out weird scenarios.
It's crazy that you're the first to ever think that.
Well, I mean, obviously it wasn't us, but then I was just like, we should make that. He was like, you should make that a segment. I was like, that's a really good idea. We have a podcast to do that for, so let's do that. And you guys just, if you hashtag PTGWWJD, send us any modern day situation that Jesus might find himself in, and we'll pick one every week, and we will go through that situation, try and break down what he would do if he were in that spot. So this week's WWJD comes from, and he hit us up, I guess, on Twitter, but he DM'd us, and I did not check our DMs, so that's on me, hand up. But he emailed me at work, so he's a Rod Ryan Show listener, so I appreciate you, Victor. Victor Camarillo, at Victor Camaril, with 2 L's, 9 on Twitter, so give him a follow over there. But he says, what would Jesus do if he owned a water park? He'd walk across it all the time.
Dude, he would walk across the water to trip people out all the fucking time.
Water park for you, just like a track for Jesus.
People would be going down the lazy river, and Jesus is just walking in between their tubes.
He'd be the best lifeguard ever.
Yeah. He'd literally like, oh, a kid's drowning. He'd walk out in the middle of the water and then just like take a knee on top of the water and reach his hand down and pull you out.
So anytime he had to like save a kid that was drowning, he does it. He gives him CPR or whatever, and then he is risen. Does he do that?
He would definitely say
he should probably say that. He'd probably wash your feet. Just
Yeah.
to make sure like you weren't walking around with dirty feet getting in the pool.
He would definitely wash everyone's feet before they got in.
Jesus has a grill going. Jesus, like you're not paying for anything at this water park. It's all just prayers.
He would have a little mud pit on the side, or just like some dirt next to everything, and he would invite blind people, and he would mix the water from the water park into the dirt and wipe it on blind people's eyes, and then they could see.
He'd have a whole pool for lepers, and when you'd go in that pool, you'd come out and you wouldn't be a leper anymore.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go in that water because I'm not sure if you can catch it
like
from that.
It would look like their skin was falling off, but really it was just regenerating.
They're just
a new
shedding
arm.
their old skin and being reborn through Christ.
Oh man, you could do so many baptisms at that water. Dude, you could do a baptism.
Obviously, he has a whole pool for
You
that.
could do a baptism down, like, what are those slides that drop at like a 45-degree angle?
Yeah.
Bam, straight down into the water, you're baptized.
Baptize. May the Spirit of God be with you. That's what they say?
I
He just
feel
flicks a little water on your head?
remember.
Well, no, because one of them, like I think it's Baptist, you got to
Power
be
of
full.
Christ compels you.
Baptists, I think you're fully dunked, right? Yes, I think because I went to a Baptist
Yeah.
church camp one time, and I think they got fully dunked because they did get dunked in a pool, like our last night there. Shout out Camp Kingsley,
That might be for, like, being reborn,
being reborn.
a Christian.
But then, no, because if you went into church when they had
I
people
know Catholics,
baptized,
they don't fully submerge the
yeah,
baby.
Catholics they just do the water.
Well, I mean, when you're
They
a
just-
baby,
they
they dunk
flick you
you
with the
in, but
water.
they don't, like, submerge the baby in
But I
the
think
water.
one of them does it where you have to be older when you get baptized because they want you to be able to understand what it is. And then I think other people just are like, yeah, just get baptized so, the devil stays out.
I don't know if you're talking about baptize or if you're talking about, I can't even, it was a thing that I did because I was Catholic, and when you're like 13,
I don't know anything Catholic really. I know Mass is a thing, but I was never Catholic.
I was such a bad Catholic.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell right here. No, you're not. You're a really good Catholic because you watch a lot of Notre Dame games.
I did.
And Notre Dame games are for God, so if you think about that,
That's true.
cancels out.
So yeah, he would baptize children and adults. He would heal lepers. He would use the water to help the blind see.
Like a water park would be his specialty almost.
Dude, it would be like it really would be a giant baptism.
Yeah, it would be.
He would walk on water and baptize people.
And then you would have that 30 Seconds to Mars song, Walk on Water, on the whole time.
See, that's why I feel like he'd be walking in the water and then just like kicking water at people on the side of the pools going, "You're baptized."
Hold on, I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to find that song if I can.
Now I'm really pissed at myself that I can't remember what the fuck it was called. That, in my head, it's something isn't. And, like, I keep hearing circumcision in my head. But that's sure as shit not it.
That is not it.
God damn it.
Victor Camarillo, appreciate you writing in, bro.
That's a good one.
He says he's a listener, listens all the time. Love you, Victor Camarillo. Appreciate you, and I'm glad that you're finally.
Love you, bro.
I'm glad you're participating and interacting with us. We got a lot of new guys interacting with us, as well as some of the old classics that we love. Anyways, we love everybody that writes into us, and I promise you, if you send us an answers question or a WWJD, we're gonna get to it. Unless it's like blatantly racist or anything like that, we don't do that. But we don't really.
We
don't really
do
get.
that. We're gonna take a stand right now and say we will not do racist content.
We don't really get a lot of those. I'm not saying we get a bunch, but we do get to all of the questions. It just may take a little bit. And if you send us multiples, it'll just take us a little bit. But like, start loading us up with some answers questions because we got that 300th episode, and we want to be preparing like far ahead of times. Also, if you wanted to help, like a sponsor wants to hop on board for the one answer segment for that 300th episode, we got a great deal for you. We got a great deal for you. Now it's time to get into our Mount Rushmore. We're going to do a Mount Rushmore of animal sounds this week. I don't know why. Lion King? Can we say it's Lion King based? We didn't really have a reason. Like there was nothing going on in the world of sports or anything that we could shoehorn in and be like, this is why we're doing a Mount Rushmore. But Pat, I was just like, what are we doing? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And Pat was like, animal sounds question? Yeah. I was like, that's actually a really good idea because I like the ones that are just wide open. Like there's a million different answers we could all have. And I feel like we could
get goofy with it.
We could all say 4 completely different answers that didn't take anything off anybody else's list. I feel like too.
Yeah.
But this week's who's our sponsor for this week's Mount Rushmore is brought to you by our fine friends at Southern Star, our best friends at Southern Star Brewing Company. It's grilling season, backyard barbecues, swimming holes, bottle shares are in full effect. We just had 4th of July not too long ago, earlier this month, and everything at the pool that you're going to want to be doing. You can't take glass. You can't take glass out on the lake, can you, Pat? They don't want you to have. No, they don't want you to have glass out there. But you know what you don't have to worry about when you're drinking a Southern Star? Glass, because they have everything in cans. They're the first to can craft in Texas. And, go have a bommy out there on the lake. You were doing that. That's what you were doing. You had some IPAs out there, too. You were having a great time. Everybody's having a great time. The new strawberry bombshell blonde strawberry bommies that we're drinking right now, those are out. You're going to want to go stock up on them because it's, spoiler, your new favorite beers here. Also, they have the Echo in Conroe, the Texas Golden Bach. I saw them. They were canning those this last week. Those are going to be out in the stores very soon. They got all kinds of awesome stuff. And honestly, the best place to drink a Southern Star is probably at Southern Star Brewing Company at our 300th episode, Friday, August 9th. It's going to be awesome. We got Weekly D opening up for us. Then we're going on Ian and Nick from Hole in Hollywood. Lil Nas X didn't say he's not coming, so...
He has not said that he's not coming.
Check it out, Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world. Let's get to our Mount Rushmore of animal sounds. Okay, last week's results on our Mount Rushmore of aliens. Now, I thought I had this. I looked Sunday night. I was like, I got it. And then fucking Bobby Jokes snaked me. Bobby Jokes fixed it. He called the Russians. They came in.
I mean, mine were just too strong to win, so it didn't...
You got last.
Yeah.
So Pat was in third with 25% of the vote. I was in second with 33%, and Robert beat us with 42%. Now we are all three tied in first place with one Mount Rushmore win apiece this season. So our 4th Mount Rushmore of the season is going to be the Mount Rushmore of animal sounds. It's a snake draft. So Pat is going to go first because it's reverse order of how last week finished. It's going to go Pat, me, Robert. As the snake draft goes, then it goes Robert, me, Pat, me, Robert, and if so, facto. Without further ado, fellas, let's get into this one. I'm excited to see where you're going first, Pat.
All right, my first overall pick, I'm going to take a puppy barking. Your little puppy bark. Just a little buddy.
Puppy bark.
Just a little cute little
See,
buddy.
I was actually telling Robert when he came over today. I was like, I'm not gonna go dog bark because I feel like that's gonna be a very popular pick.
That's why I didn't go dog bark. I went puppy bark.
Barking.
Because a dog bark can get annoying.
There were some puppies barking at me today on the elevator.
Everything a puppy does is cute.
Off.
Everything a puppy does is cute.
Sometimes they do it a little too much.
Come on, Ron. You're just a little puppy.
Now I'm going to go with what I had as my first one down. I'm going to go monkey sounds.
Damn it. Damn it.
That one,
Yeah,
solid.
I had monkey howl on there.
Monkey sounds is kind of what I'm just going to define it as because that's just what monkey sounds.
Because everyone knows what you're talking about when you say it.
Yeah, a lot of these, I don't know how to word them, so it'll be interesting to see what you guys think about that. All right, B-Jokes, you got 2 right here.
All right, I'm going to go with elephant.
Damn it!
An elephant trumpet?
Damn it!
Yeah.
Damn it. I was really hoping that one was going to fall to me.
All right, that's a good one.
And I'm going to go with hyena laugh.
Damn it, I had that too.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It's a strong start from Bobby Jokes. All right, what am I going to go with? I'm going to go with a rattlesnake ratting the It's like, because like for a second you're kind of like you're like what the fuck, like you're like that fear gets you.
Yeah.
But then you're just like
you're
this
right.
is fucking,
the fear gets you.
Yeah.
Because it's a murder animal.
Fucking rattlesnake.
All right.
All right. Whatever. Rattlesnake rattle.
All right.
You got 2 here, Pat.
So I'm gonna go with a parrot talking.
Damn it! I fucking thought that was gonna fall.
The parrot talk. That's a big one. That's a big one. And then I'm gonna go with a seal barking. Just that dude, yeah.
Those are solid.
That's my shit right there.
Damn it.
I want to say parrot cussing, but I was like, I'll just go with the full talking.
I said talking parrot, so it counts as anything. And I also wrote
because it can be anything.
Ideally, any parrot on a pirate's shoulder saying "Polly want to crack it." Like that was right. But damn it, there's a lot of choices here. I'm gonna go with a duck quack.
Oh, the duck quack is a good one.
Because everybody just thinks that iPhone ring. Whack, whack.
I just think of Aflac.
That's it. Duck quack.
The duck quack. That's a good one. I like that.
All right, I'm going to go with a turkey gobble.
Oh, the turkey gobble is good.
That's another good one. And then who you got to wrap it up?
Ooh, this is a tough one. I got several, but I think I'm going to go with just since it's Lion King inspired, I'm going to go with the lion roar.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering if that one was going to make it all the way through.
That it didn't.
That's a hell of a value pick at 4. It really is.
What am I going to go with? I got a couple to choose from. I got a bunch to choose from actually, but it's a fictional one. Do I go with that one or not? Can I go with Woody Woodpecker's laugh?
I'll allow it.
I don't know. I mean, none of us have gone fictional.
But we said beforehand.
If we're not going to go fictional, you know what? You know what?
Like
then
if Pat isn't going to go fictional either, then I don't think we should be allowed.
Yeah, to be one fiction. I think Robert makes a good point. There should.
Then it's tied between 3, and I think I gotta go with an eagle's screech. Like,
that's good.
That's a good one.
Because you know what it is. That's freedom ringing.
Right.
Hey, if you could not.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I just got patriotic right there and wanted to hit something. All right, Pat, your last pick.
All right, I'm gonna go with the donkey. I actually wrote donkey hee haw.
That is exactly what I wrote too.
The hee haw.
That was what I was trying to choose between for my last one.
A donkey hee haw.
This is gonna be a weird one. I don't know how everybody's gonna go with this because we could have drafted like 18, and I think we would have all still had enough. So Pat had a puppy barking, a talking parrot, a seal barking, and a donkey hee haw. I think you won. I had monkey sounds, a rattlesnake rattle, duck quacking, and eagle screeching.
I think you hurt yourself with that rattlesnake, man.
I think that's a cool sound.
It's a cool, but nobody likes rattlesnakes. Yeah, they kill people.
And then Robert had an elephant trumpet, a hyena laugh, a turkey gobble, and a lion's roar. Robert had a very strong
Robert
one as
had
well.
a very strong list.
Okay, honorable mentions. There's lots.
Horse whinny.
Horse whinny or neigh. An owl hooting. I was trying to say. Ooh-hoo-hoo. A panting dog was another one.
A dog farting.
Because I think a panting dog sounds cooler to me than a dog barking. Because a dog barking can be annoying. A panting dog is usually like you're playing, they're having a good time.
Yeah.
And a cow moo.
A cow mooing, crickets chirping, bees buzzing, cats meowing. Whale songs. I wrote. I just wrote like a snake hiss. Bah! From a goat or a sheep.
I like how nobody's saying cats because fuck cats.
Yeah, fuck cats.
On here, I had one that like I knew out of context would not be a good one, but I thought it was a funny one. It's from South Park, the dying giraffe noise.
That'd be a great one. Oh, dude, if we were going fictional, what was it? Thundercats roll or Thundercats roar?
I guess that would have counted then. Yeah. A woodpecker pecking, songbirds, pigeons cooing,
aliens mooing from South Park. Could be
a frog ribbit.
Frog ribbit. Oh, dude,
that's a good
one. That's one that we missed. That's a good one.
Oinking.
You did say crickets, right?
I did say crickets.
That's just relaxing.
Zebras neigh too. I wrote that one down, so I don't know.
Cicadas, just that that you hear in the background.
Yeah, and then a bear roaring, because bears can do that too.
I'd say that's more of a bear growling.
Well, I've heard it on Red Dead Redemption too, so it sounds more like a roar.
I don't think roar when I think of bear. I don't know why, but that probably is the most apt description. But I think of it more as a bear yelling. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel great.
Oh shit! What is that? Goats yelling. That's one that we missed. Those screaming goats. Those things are cute as shit. A screaming goat
is pretty good too, but I feel like that's more on the side of annoying that people might not like of a Mount Rushmore of animal sounds.
Because it's a goat. Baby goats are cute.
That's true. That's true. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying.
Dude, this is just one of those ones where you have no idea which way it's going to go.
That's true. Only time will tell, but we'll put that poll out on Friday night or on Friday afternoon. You guys can vote all through the weekend, and then that's how we'll determine who's going first, second, and third next week. But that was an interesting one. It was an interesting one.
I like that one.
I don't feel confident about it.
That was one of my favorite ones in a while, just because it was so fucking weird.
There were so many ways we could go with it,
weird
for sure.
Shit.
So that was our Mount Rushmore of animal sounds. I'm not skipping any segments, am I? We're in Not Cool, right? We are in Not Cool. I thought so. That's what I thought. And that means it's time for me to tell you guys about Napa Auto Parts and Machine Shop out in Conroe and Montgomery. They've been helping customers with their automotive needs for over 37 years, and they are locally owned and family operated as a company. If it's got a motor, the gang over at Napa can get you the parts you need to get it fixed for you. They'll even sell you some Little M air fresheners. Two great companies coming together as one. It's amazing. I love it. You love it. Everybody loves it. Incredible. For all your automotive needs, go and see them at 201 South Fraser Street in Conroe. So they're South Fraser Street. They're North Fraser Street. They're right down the street from fucking Southern Star. You got to get some car repair done. Drop it off on the way.
Yeah.
And then Uber. And then, yeah.
Drop it off. Have some beers. Probably get a motel after that.
That's true. That's true. And then just pick it up on Saturday. That's
you
what
can
you
have
do.
a beer. You can have a beer and drive.
There you go.
John Tapper's taught me that over the years.
Just be safe.
Drink responsibly, not don't drink.
Drink responsibly. That's what he's taught me. For all your automotive needs, go and see them at 201 South Fraser Street in Conroe or 22150 Eva Street in Montgomery. That's 201 South Fraser Street in Conroe or 22150 Eva Street in Montgomery. They'll also give you a free battery or alternator test and $5 off any purchase of $25 or more when you mention Pass the Gravy. So go and see our friends at Napa Auto Parts at 201 South Fraser Street in Conroe or 22150 Eva Street in Montgomery and get your Napa know-how.
Napa know-how!
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
God damn, I really feel like I should be their national spokesman.
You probably should. I think so. Yeah. This is the part of the podcast last week where we did that.
I mean, this isn't fucking CSI Miami.
I know, we can't do CSI Miami every time. Let's get into Not Cool. What do you say about that, huh? You down with Not Cool? Boy, do I have some Not Cools. I know you got a Not Cool as well.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I want to go first. First of all, it was just Friday. You know, one of those times when you got plans, you're like, all right, I'm going to get out of here early, and I'm going to go get to them. And then just literally everything fucking happens that you can't.
Oh, I feel that.
Early.
Yeah.
You start off early in the morning. My brother didn't feel good, but we came into work. But then he was just getting sicker as the day went on. So like, finally, I was like, dude, just go home. I was like,
just bail. Just leave.
Because like the other manager, he's there in the morning, but he leaves and he comes back in. Somebody has to stay. I was like, all right, well, I'll be the one to say you just go. And I'll stick around, and whenever they get back, it'll be fine. Instead of getting out here at 2, I'll get out of here at like 3 o'clock. But then it turned out my boss and our like inventory manager, who were supposed to be back by like 3, Then they had some shit, like they were out shopping for shit for the restaurant, but then they had some shit pop up that delayed them like another 2 hours. Then my other manager who was coming back in that night, he got delayed like 2 hours. So I didn't get out there until 5 o'clock when I was supposed to be out at 2. I didn't get drunk till much later in the day. And actually, you know, the thing I was most worried about was having to deal with traffic up 45 on a weekend. Actually wasn't that bad. So it really, like, you know, I-10 getting onto 610 and then 610 getting onto 45 slowed down a little bit. But it really wasn't that bad, so it wasn't too bad of a not cool. But, you know, just fucking getting held up at work when you're trying to get out of town and have some fun always sucks.
Oh, yeah.
But my big one was just on the way into work yesterday. I'm in the HOV, and all of a sudden you just see that low tire pressure light come on. And you're like, oh, well, I need to fill it up. But then you still feel the car starting to just... I didn't get that. But you just feel it starting to pull, and you're like, oh, that bitch is flat.
Yeah.
And so then I had to pull off to the side. And, like, I would have pulled immediately right over. But, like, then there was a cop who had someone pulled over. So I kind of drove just a little bit farther than I would have normally liked to. But it wasn't bad. Like, I didn't do any damage to the tire or anything. But then, which actually ended up being nice, because then as me and my brother changing the tire after the cop was done pulling that dude over, he just pulled up behind us and threw the lights on so that, like, he's like, I'm just going to
people would kind of...
Yeah, just to protect us.
Yeah,
so
that's smart. That's cool of him.
So, like, you know, thank you.
Shout out to our boys in blue.
Thank you, sir. Officer Hernandez, I believe was his name. I didn't really catch it, but yeah. But, like, that, you know, you're just trying to get to work. But that's what I was saying. Also, thank God this weather changed a little bit the last couple of days, so it wasn't fucking 96 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning. So, like, I wasn't just drenched in sweat getting to work. I just had a slight little perspiration going on. But, yeah, blowing a tire anytime, not cool. But
it's never a convenient time for
No, it's not. But, you know, then I had changed that one, and I'm changing the other 3, too, because they were pretty worn. One of them was actually okay, but I just turn that one into my fucking new spare.
That's what's up. That's a smart idea.
Yeah. I'm still keeping my old spare, too, as a backup.
Double spare.
Yeah, but the spare is actually from, like, 2011. So it was like, yeah. I've had to use that one a decent amount over the years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I've blown some fucking flats over my goddamn years. So, like, yeah, it sucked it happened, but actually, in the long run, it probably actually helps. Just because now, and by the way, when you get, I can't remember the last time I ever got 4 tires at the same time. It's always 2.
Yeah, because it's like $1 million.
It's always like 2. Yeah, it was like with warranties and all shit. It was like $900. But like now when you get 4 new tires all at the same time, you're like, God damn, my car drives good.
Yeah,
like this thing is smooth.
I got some grip on this road.
Right? I haven't had a full grip on the fucking road in a long time. Like when this thing blew, that one and the other tire next to it, these motherfuckers were bald. It was my 2 front tires. These fuckers were bald.
They were due for a blowout right there.
Yeah, it kind of was. So, you know, not cool, but you know what? It made me choose to take, or not choose, but it made me take care of my vehicle, which
there you go.
Helps. But
did you get air conditioning yet?
No, I still haven't.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's next.
Got put off a little bit now.
I guess so.
With that $900 bill.
So
actually, really not. I just need to fucking bring it in and get it done.
Okay. Well, I got a couple that are like.
Oh, sorry, and I missed one.
All right.
Because of that blowout on the way into work, then driving home, because I didn't want to ride feeders the whole time. I'm the asshole going 55 on the highway the whole time. Like, I'm in the right-hand lane, and I've got my flashers on because, you know, I've got the spare fucking tire. But just, like, the entire time I'm like, oh, I fucking hate this so much. I hate it. I hate being the guy going slow. And it turned out a lot of the time, I wasn't even the slowest guy on the highway, which is fucking
Believe it or not, a lot of people with all 4 tires drive very slow all the time.
Like, right before I got to my exit, I got stuck behind, not an 18-wheeler, but one of those big, like, just trucks, you know, like, that carry shit. And this dude's going, like,
one of those
45. And I'm like, get the fuck off the highway.
Yeah, I should not be right behind you and furious.
Oh, my God. And it was literally just for, like, 20 seconds before I exited. But I was like, I'm going to get out, and I'm going to murder this person, and I'm going to happily go to jail. Because then I get 3 hots and a cot, no bills for the rest of my life. Because I'm pretty sure they won't give me death. Oh, well, the guy was driving slow on the highway in Texas. I mean, he deserved it.
That is true.
He got 6 months. I wonder how many.
Did you say 3 hots and a cot?
Yeah,
that sounds really cool.
Yeah, 3 hots and a cot. That's what they call it.
I mean, I get it, but 3 hots and a cot.
Have you never heard that?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took criminal justice classes, so these are terms I've heard. Mr. Huntsville. You don't know shit.
Hunts Vegas. 3 hots and a cock.
Did you say 3 hots and a cock?
No, but now that could be the name of the episode.
Boom, like it. So, yeah, those are my not cools. What about you, Alex?
Mine's not so much a not cool it happened with me, but since I live with this person, I get to kind of, you know, like we're not married, but what is mine is yours, right?
Right.
Is the thing. Well, it's not like a great one either because it's not cool. But Emma was on her way back from her parents' house in Grand Prairie yesterday and thought she was going to stop at this park and work out real fast. So she was going to go run.
Nothing good comes from working out.
We've learned that. So working out, not cool. First, not cool because she was like, well, I got out of my car. You know, she had her purse and everything. She was like, what do? You put your valuables in your trunk, right?
Yeah.
So she got out. She put her purse in her trunk. And she said she was walking over to go run around this little track area. And she's like, I saw a guy just sitting there on this bench. And I just thought, like, he's that guy just on the bench. And then she said she had gone around, done about 2 laps. And on her 3rd lap, as she's coming around, she saw her trunk was wide open. And was like, oh, no. And she said she came over there and she couldn't find her purse. And then she saw that her front window was busted out. So this dude, we're assuming the guy that was by himself with no one else at the park saw her put her purse in the trunk was the guy that then immediately went, smashed the window, grabbed her backpack, and popped the trunk, grabbed her purse, and left.
Just couldn't wait to get home to work out. Had to work out on the drive home.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Literally could have never happened to me in my life.
I know. But
I feel bad that I'm laughing about Emma getting fucking robbed.
She did. She was smart and put her laptop and iPad under this blanket in her car. Like she took them out of the backpack, which I would not have been smart enough to do. I'd be like, well, you know, whatever. And so all my shit would have just gotten stolen. So she has her laptop and her iPad. So that was a cool part of the whole thing is that she didn't lose everything. But she lost, like there was money in her bag that she lost. She lost like a bunch of money. And then just like having to fix your car, the feeling of like somebody broke into your shit. You know, like that's it's an unsettling feeling you got to live with for a while. And then
you got to clean all the glass up.
And that was another part of it. Was like fixing this broken window. Like there's glass all over there. So we were trying to take it to one of those like self car washes and just shop vac out. And you put the quarters in the shop vac, and then we were trying to vacuum out that glass, and it was not doing anything. And we put the money in 2 different of the shop vacs at this fucking place, and like they just had like 0 suction.
Those are weak ass shop vacs.
0 suction on it at all. But like, don't be. What's the point of a shop vac if you don't do what you're supposed to do? What are people sucking up in those? Nothing. It doesn't make sense.
That's why I'd straight up go to like the people that own it and be like, so do your shop vacs not work? It can't.
I don't know them.
It can't vacuum up.
There was nobody there.
A fucking leaf.
It couldn't. Like if I put it on my arm, it wouldn't suction.
No, I get it. Like
arm.
there's nothing to complain about. It sucks, but it's just like fuck.
And just the whole process,
shit, like if you're gonna have the ability for me to pay for something, keep your equipment up to fucking date and working.
First off, like fuck that guy for breaking in and for being a little bitch and like waiting for somebody to do that, because it's like a park where moms take their kids. So this guy probably fucking marks himself, like has like waits to see a mark and just does this shit.
Yeah.
And you're a real shitty person. I hope that like you got hit by a car on your way home or whatever, or I hope that you get like stabbed or something. I hope you like have a bad run-in with OJ.
Did she get any
on.
like false charges before she canceled everything, or
no? She canceled everything immediately. She was right on it. But it's just like it sucks because you got to call the cop out there to have the police report so you can throw that to your insurance over there.
Yeah.
But then it's like the cop's just like
there's nothing there's nothing they can do about it.
See,
that's what I like though too. Like for most like debit cards and shit or credit cards and stuff, you can immediately go into your app and just freeze the account.
You can freeze it so you don't have to necessarily cancel it.
That's a great thing that they have now.
But like, she did have to cancel. But there was cash in there that she lost, and it's just it sucks. It's a whole process, and it was like she was just on her way home, and like we were like, oh, I get to see you. I hadn't seen you all weekend, and then but fuck, this asshole had to go ruin.
No,
it.
she just had to stop and get out some aggression before she fucking had to come home and see you.
So shitty shop vacs. I get like avoiding saying me. I wouldn't want to say me.
Yeah, that's what it is. I get it.
Like, so maybe it's me. It's my fault.
It is.
So shitty
not
shop
cool,
vacs.
Alex.
Me. I am the one that's not
for
cool.
being so shitty to live
Shitty
with.
shop vacs, working out, and assholes that break into cars are the not cools for me this
Dicks,
week.
Man.
Let's get to the answers segment, gang.
Dude, let's do it. Let's get after it.
If you have a question for us, now there's no such thing as a stupid question, fam. if you got a question for us, you hit us up on
There are such
Twitter.
things as stupid people.
There-
You
that's
thought I
not
was
true.
going to forget.
I thought, damn it. I just kept going because I thought,
I was
no.
just waiting.
But if you got a question for us, maybe it's something you see on like a billboard that's got a question. You just like, whatever it is. If something that you're thinking of in the shower comes to your mind, whatever it is. Maybe it's sexual in nature. Maybe it's not. Whatever you guys think in the shower is cool. Whatever. But hit us up on Twitter at PassTheGravyPod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dan. And Robert's at Robert Barbosa03. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. You can also email us your questions if you'd like. Answers at PassTheGravyPod.com, and hit us up on Facebook too, right on our wall with your questions. Just hashtag them PTG Answers, because we'll get to all you guys eventually. We got a lot of great ones. We got some new people that are writing in, and we want to stock up on some of these for the 300th episode. We're trying to do some pretty special stuff with the Answers segment on that. We're gonna have a live portion of the Answers segment, so if you guys want to ask some extras, and like if you're doubling up and we're gonna read yours, like Skylar, we got to get you to send us like 2 or 3 so we can, we got to stock up, son. So start working, do your homework, son, and make your fathers proud.
Help your daddies.
And then that felt weird to say. It did feel weird to say.
I was hoping I could trap you into just saying it.
And you can send them to us on your Facebook and everything, but start sending them at hashtag PTG Answers, because we want to have a bunch for the 300th episode, and we got to get some through 2 more episodes to get us there. Anyways, so start and load us up on these. This is the Answers segment, but anything you want to send to us, guys, we're going to get right to the bottom of it. So here we go.
Well, if you just answer the question. Why just answer the question? Be honest. No big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
We got lots of questions. Our first question comes from our son, Skylar Lester.
Oh my God, it's Skylar!
At OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter. Now, I need you to help me with this, Pat, because my brain was broken.
I'm very certain in mine about this. Do you want me to read it because you don't know how it goes?
Yes.
All right. My girlfriend and I disagree on how the Y in
Zyrtec.
either Zyrtec or Zyrtec is pronounced. Does it sound like eat or burn? So is it Zyrtec, like eat, or Zyrtec, like burn? Keep in mind, I was born and raised on the side that won the Civil War, and I pronounce it like eat. So he pronounced it Zyrtec. No, it's Zyrtec. It's Zyrtec.
Okay, do you want to know, like, in my dumb brain, do you want to know how I processed that?
Yes, I do. Because the way you said "oh," I realized that once I pronounced it, you were just completely fucked.
No, because I know it's like son, the correct way. Even though like you were on the right side of the Civil War that won, I get you. But like it's
I love how he threw that in there.
It's Zyrtec, and like I understand that, but like eat made me think it was like Zyrtec. Like, is that what? You're not pronouncing the Y as an eat, are you? What?
No.
That makes way more sense the way. Yeah, okay, but like,
it's not Zyrtec.
Not Zyrtec.
It's Zyrtec. I'm pretty sure if you listen to the commercials, they say Zyrtec
before they say like it might make you commit suicide or want to die or signs of depression,
might give you
and
running
then
diarrhea.
You'll have nonstop bloody diarrhea for the rest of your life, and everybody's playing just with like a beach ball, like having a great time. You're like, what? I might kill myself. I don't want to take that.
This is
There's
one
like
of these
4.5 minutes of just like horrible side effects, and then you're like, but consult your doctor.
This is one of these times that I'm sure most guys that once they introduce their girlfriends or whoever to their family, and they realize that the family likes the girlfriend more than they do, and they agree with the girlfriend continually.
Hand up, my family is that exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's Zyrtec, not Zyrtec.
It's Zyrtec.
It's Zyrtec. You're wrong. She's right. You're grounded.
Robert, you agree with this, right? It's Zyrtec. He's gonna go Zyrtec. He's gonna be weird.
I think it's Zyrtec.
Why would you think that when it's just not?
No, I'm just kidding. It's Zyrtec.
Okay.
It's Zyrtec.
I was going to say, I'm about to fucking pull up a goddamn commercial.
I've honestly never heard anybody ever pronounce it Zyrtec.
Yeah, like...
I'm not saying they don't, son. I'm just saying you're wrong in the way you pronounce
How did you grow up in our house and think that?
Well, no, we adopted him at the perfect age.
That's right. I forgot
where we don't have to like clean up after him.
I love him so much.
Job.
I feel like I've been in charge of him.
Like, we're not mad at you. We're just disappointed.
I'm very disappointed in your inability.
We still love you, son.
To fucking sound out words, because vocabulary was something I was always very strong in.
We'll always love you because you'll be our son. But still,
Yeah, you're
like,
wrong. You're wrong as shit.
This is not. You made a wrong decision here. And as your fathers, your podcast fathers, your pod fathers, we are here to.
I hope you're listening to this with her, and she just straight up turned and went.
You know what, son? Son, whatever you're doing right now, I want you to stop this podcast. I want you to hit pause on it, and I want you to go and wait until you meet up with her the next time you see her, and be like, "Hey, my dad's wanted you to hear this, and I want you to play it." And then she's gonna give you that.
This is a little late. We already gave the full fucking rant.
But still, but I would like, if you're at this point, go rewind it, play this whole bit, because she's gonna give you okay, what? All right, well, let me listen. I don't know if she already listens to the podcast, and if he
sure
does,
she does.
But she's gonna give you that, you're gonna hear it, and then there's gonna be a certain point where her head turns slowly, and she's got this smirk on her face, and it's the I'm right smirk.
No, it's the look of you stupid bitch.
And then, son, I just want you to look at that smirk that she gives you, and. That's marriage, am I right, fellas? Hey! Oh, hey! Nope, no, I don't know. That was bad. So, no, it's Zyrtec. I was just trying to do a really bad dad joke.
It's 100% Zyrtec.
Okay, son, I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean to break your spirits, but that's how it is.
No, I'm excited for this next one because this is a continuation.
But I do like that his keep in mind I was born and raised on the side that won the Civil War.
Yeah,
that was like a throwing on that.
He tried to throw it in there like, well, if you're on the fence about it, keep in mind that racism is bad.
Just hand up though. Hand up though. If we're picking sides in the Civil War, I'm a northern kind of guy. Anti-slave. Disagree with slaves. Let's put our foot down. We're an anti-slavery podcast.
Yeah.
So. All you slavery podcasts,
slavery,
get out.
Hot take or unpopular opinion. Slavery, I think it's bad.
I also think it's bad. So you know what? Whatever comes at me for making that statement, I'm ready to take it on.
Yeah.
Slavery, not cool with me. No, thank you.
Slavery, not cool.
No, I don't think anybody should be slaves.
Okay, so
there we are, putting our foot down on these hard-hitting topics.
And like I said, I'm excited about this one because this is a continuation of last week.
Brian Moctezuma at Evil Never Dies 09. Could have been Moctezuma's Revenge. Would have been a solid.
That's Montezuma.
I know, but Moctezuma would have been tight anyways.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if you got a burner Twitter account, that's a good one too.
That's probably taken on Twitter already. That's
probably, but Moctezuma's Revenge 69.
Ooh.
I don't know. 69. Also, then try 420, and then 420 69 if not.
Yeah. But that only is allowed to be used if you're 12.
That's true. Or I still do it sometimes too. Brian Moctezuma says, who would win in a fight between a meth gator and a crackzilla? Now, we talked about meth gators last week.
Yeah.
Because people were flushing meth down the toilets in Tennessee, I believe, or Alabama.
Tennessee.
One of those places. Somewhere south.
Tennessee.
And they were saying that they could make the alligators all hopped up on the meth.
Now, this one I feel like is an easy answer. It's crackzilla, just for sheer size.
Exactly. That's what I was saying too.
He's sheer size.
I mean, meth gator it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
That guy's not going to tire out.
But crackzilla could step on him.
But crackzilla is going to fuck you up. But he'll probably still come at you. He'll just be flat.
But for the sake of argument, we're gonna use crackzilla in the way that that Godzilla came from the 99 or 2000s movie with Matthew Broderick. That nuclear testing morphed Komodo dragons into the giant.
Okay.
So we're gonna take a Crackmodo dragon.
Okay.
Versus
obviously
a meth gator.
Crackmodo dragon, 100%. I think
I'm still gonna take the Crackmodo dragon because they're poisonous.
Yeah, you don't fuck with that, dude. In Crackzilla, it's so much bigger.
See, shit though, but the gator's got the thicker skin.
You gotta have thick skin in this world.
But you gotta take Crackmodo dragon, just because it's such a great name.
It's Crackzilla though.
But I'm saying for the sake of argument, we're morphing this into a more suitable.
It's a fair fight, yeah.
Into a more fair.
Yeah,
fight.
Crackmodo dragon would win. So then, by ipso facto, Crackzilla wins in this fight.
And also because I'm not sure about the Komodo dragon, but I know for a fact that gators are a cold-blooded animal, so they tire out quickly.
And they're mean.
They are mean.
And not remorseful, which is cold-blooded as well.
Yeah. But, I'm going to take the Crackzilla / Crackmodo dragon.
I will agree with you on that one. Bobby Jokes, yes? Is it unanimous? Yes. It's a unanimous decision. Our next one comes from our buddy Josh Tree Caudle over there at Joshua Tree 713. He's our boy. He's the PTG. Maybe, I don't know. We got our son who's the MVP and for answers question. Josh Tree contributes on all aspects of the podcast.
He's a front runner for
He
PGG
may
MVP
be
of the year.
our Twitter winner of the year.
I would say he's the MVP front runner as of right now.
Right now, yeah. It's hard to argue what Josh Tree has done as a rookie of the year for sure. Ooh, Josh Tree is running away with rookie of the year right now, I think.
Yeah.
Like he came aboard and he is just fucking killing it.
He's like Yordan Alvarez. Since he's appeared, hot streak.
Exactly. So, you keep doing you, Josh Tree, and we appreciate you. Listen to us at Joshua Tree 713 on the Twitter. He says, "Why is the number 2 pencil the go-to pencil? Shouldn't it be number 1 by now?"
See, that's faulty reasoning. You're assuming that they started out high and are working low. No, they started with the number 1.
It just sucked.
And they think about it.
Is that really what it is?
When you think about things, version 2.0 is the next improvement.
Yeah, it's the better one. They got the beta out of the way.
Because think about it, it would technically be number 2.0.
Number 2.
And that's what it was. It only took 2 versions.
Number 2.
So you would say, if you wanted to, what you would be thinking is, shouldn't we be on number 3, 4, or maybe even 5 by now? But they perfected it at 2.
Yep.
Number 1 was good, but they figured it out much
great.
better at number 2. That's what it is. You had faulty thinking. You think this is a countdown.
I mean, I don't know how else to argue it, honestly.
When you're making improvements, you have to start at number 1, and then you keep going. You
exactly.
can't just assume, all right, I'm starting at number 5. By number 1, we're going to be perfect.
Because what happens when you assume things, Pat?
You make an ass out of you and me.
I had a football coach that used to always tell us that. Anytime he would ever say anything like that, he would be like, "Hey, man, what happens when you assume?" Come on. Or then he would also, excuses.
I'm right 50% of the time, coach. That's what happens when I assume.
Excuses are like assholes.
Everyone has one.
And they all stink.
It's almost like we went to the same place with the same coaches.
High school was awesome because they were like
or just that every coach in the
that's probably it too, because there were like 7 speeches that just kind of got recycled and like reworded slowly. Like, ooh, this one was from that last one. Oh, okay. Yeah. I said, ooh, now you've moved paragraph 2 to paragraph 4. This is a good twist. And I like the edit. Nice job.
Or just when you space out because they go into their speech that you've heard 100 times and your ears perk up because you're like, oh, he changed it slightly.
Ooh, this is a new lyric.
He changed it around. It's just faulty reasoning is what you're thinking about. It's just number 1 is what started it. Number 2 is what perfected it.
Yeah, there we go. Moving on. Let's move on to Glamour Perry. Shout out Glamour Perry. She hooked us up with the Sam Houston State alumni group. It's going to be a Sam Houston Young Alumni Night.
I appreciate it. That's
Pass
awesome.
the Gravy's 300th live episode / the weekly D also is going to open for / Ian and Nick from Hold on Hollywood are going to close it out with a performance
concert.
/ Southern Stars at Kick-Ass Bar
/ Drink Your Face Off.
Also, Lil Nas X has not said he's not coming, so you take with it what you may. But Glam Perry, you're awesome. At Glam for Life, that's life with a Y. At Glam for Life, she says, "Why isn't there a gay bachelor / bachelorette show?"
I wanted to say that there's
we
just
can't
a
really
lot
knock
of people
reality
out there
shows
that
when we watch Big Brother. So
yeah, well,
keep in mind.
Originally, what I was thinking was that a lot of people just don't. Still, there's a lot of people out there that don't want to see it, but also like I feel like the crowd that's watching the Bachelor Bachelorette would still be fine with watching a gay version. Now, obviously, a lesbian Bachelorette I think would fucking sell very well,
probably.
Because even dudes that are just like, I don't like gays, they're like, oh, well, it's 2 women. You actually might bring in a fucking bigot audience if you had the lesbian Bachelorette.
All I know is
But I don't know. I feel like I kind of do feel like it's time.
I think Mondays is when the Bachelor's on, right? All I know is that Luke P was all over Twitter. Everybody did. I don't think people are fans of Luke P, whoever that guy is. So I think he seems like an asshole.
Yeah.
According to Twitter from Monday night.
According to the edits that they've been shown.
Is just on Twitter that I saw on Monday. People were bashing some Luke P guy, and I was like, Bachelor. Okay, got it.
Is Bachelor in Paradise like under that same?
I think Bachelor in Paradise is the people that were like they didn't win, and I think they just go hook up on like I think it's like ABC's Love Island is what they're doing.
I have no idea what it is.
Okay, because I just saw, I think it was yesterday they announced that there's going to be a same-sex. I guess.
Or is it bisexual? Or no, the next Bachelorette's a bisexual or whatever it is. I don't know, something like that coming up.
See, you know, that is they're dipping the toe in the water.
But is it introduced?
Is it going to be like Flavor of Love or Shot of Love with Tila Tequila?
Double shot at love.
Remember?
That's what they called it.
You didn't watch MTV. Do you know who Tila Tequila is?
No.
Okay, well, she
I
was
knew
a singer,
her
and then she turned into like
she was famous.
Then she turned into like a
knew her when
Nazi
she
and got
was
really weird.
Just taking nude pictures.
Yeah, she was like a model, loosely model.
She's from the H. She's from Houston.
We don't claim her though.
I will claim her all day.
We are an anti-Nazi podcast, and she has said some other.
Claim early Tila Tequila.
We're distinguishing ourselves as an anti-Tila Tequila podcast.
Anti-Tila Tequila after fame.
Cut
after
what
fame.
Pat's saying right now.
No.
We are not.
No, when she was just a hot Asian.
She supports Nazis.
When she was just a hot Asian
Pat,
taking naked pictures.
Like, we have like 4 things we don't support, and Nazis and slavery.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like 2 of them.
I will
so
distinguish her career. Oh, I'm sorry. When you talk about Peyton Manning, do you talk about everything, or do you talk about Colts and then also talk about when he was with the Broncos? No, you can distinguish a career.
Not when you're a Nazi, though.
I'm sorry. When I was 14 years old and she was a hot Asian in a Girl Scout outfit that was naked, I was a big fan.
But we don't want to have anything to do with her now. That's what I'm saying.
No, not now.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Where are we? Are we now, or are we back in the past?
Distinguish the career.
Okay, well, right now, we don't want anything to do with her, so we're not going to call her.
I will fucking die on this fucking bridge.
Cut that part, Robert. We are
we're
anti-Tila Tequila.
I'm trying to say, guys.
But so Tila Tequila, Robert, had a show called Double Shot at Love, and she was bisexual, and so there was the equal amount of males as there were females, and it was like The Bachelor.
It was a slugfest of who got to fuck her first.
But what was awesome is that you also had the like, because you know, in The Bachelor so Bachelorette I think is what they have now. But Bachelorette is like one girl and like 75 dudes, which is weird. But to me, it would be like, I wouldn't fight over like a girl with like 4 other guys, you know, like let alone 16 other guys. So like the Tequila one was like, okay, I think they had 16 or however many, and so it was like 8 guys, 8 girls. But then you had some people that would like hook up with the other people that were just on the show.
I don't remember that part.
I remember that like they flipped because she got mad and like sent some people home. That was like, no, that's not happening. It's about
You're
me.
here for
me. It's like, bitch, you can't say I want everything, and then when they also want to hook up, like you can't be like, what the fuck?
That's a good point. That probably is something they should have foreseen.
Right? I'm just saying, if they're all kind of fluent or fluid, or at least the girls are, like, yeah, the guys like something, and that's what that's what you're doing.
You got what we like, and you want what we have.
I'm just saying.
Simple.
But I think that there isn't yet, just because of like being as honest as it can be. I guess like realistically, the people that typically watch network television at night are not.
Well,
as open-minded to the LGBTQ plus community and stuff like that, and I think we are getting towards that part, and that's what Robert was saying with the bisexual thing and the same-sex couple that's going to be on Bachelor in Paradise. I think we are making steps in the right direction. I think eventually this is going to happen, obviously, because it's going to kill. It's going to kill on ratings because everybody's going to tune in at least the first couple of weeks and stuff to see.
But also, just from a business standpoint, you got to understand why they don't want to be the first one. In case it takes a viewership hit. Nobody wants to be the first one to do it and get hit by it. Now, as soon as somebody does it and it's successful, every fucking network's gonna have it.
I agree.
Every single one.
So that's why.
That's why, because networks are fucking monetary evil dicks.
I like that we're just busting balls, and then Glam Perry comes in, and look at us having a serious conversation, even though Pat kind of like sided with a Nazi. That was weird.
I did not.
We do not condone what Pat sided with.
I sided with a young girl who liked to take her clothes off before she was a Nazi. That sounded weird. I sided with an of-age woman who liked to take her clothes off.
You can't fix that.
Before Sean Merriman turned her into a crazy Nazi, and she fucked the what's it called? The heiress of the Johnson & Johnson fortune, and then she died on her. Man,
wait, what?
Oh, you didn't know that? So
what?
Okay, so you remember Tila Tequila? She dated Sean Merriman for a while.
I do remember that.
And then apparently he beat the shit out of her.
Yes.
But I also don't know because she's just fucking crazy. So who knows what happened with that? And there was never any conclusive shit. But then she was engaged. I don't remember her name, but it was something Johnson, who was the heiress of the Johnson & Johnson fortune. Like, everyone knows Johnson & Johnson, baby formula, blah,
Johnson
all that
Johnson
shit.
was her name.
So then she like died.
Whoa.
Like, I don't remember if she had an overdose or a heart attack or what, but she fucking died.
Too much tequila?
And that's when Tila Tequila went super off the fucking deep end. Or maybe this was before. Sean Merriman. I don't remember. All this was in the same time frame, and that's when she went off the deep end.
Maybe she was like a Nazi, and then Sean Merriman found out and was pissed.
Well, see, that's what it was. But it was around this time that she started going into lizard people, and the Earth is hollow, and lizard people live inside the Earth, and they crawled out and are controlling us. And then it morphed into kind of Nazi-ish shit.
Yeah,
like this bitch is crazy.
I don't agree with it.
But she used to just be a hot Asian that took her clothes off.
Anti-Nazi podcast here. Moving on.
I'm not a fan of her now. 10 years ago, that's when I'm a fan of her.
She probably had Nazi tendencies. Anti-Nazi podcast here. I am against her. And
why are you just shitting on my childhood, Doug?
Josh Posados, is that the correct pronunciation?
Posados, yeah.
At Josh_Posados. He says, so I don't think Josh has written in before. So Josh, we love you, buddy. Appreciate you writing in and being a participant in this. Now, this seems like it could have been also a Jesus, or what would Jesus do bit, but he #PTG answers, so we're going to throw it in there. He says, when Jesus is playing the circle game, does he use and he put emojis on the tweet, but I can tell you, does he use the okay finger or the okay sign with the finger? So like, you're holding up 3. You get what that means.
Yeah.
Now people say it is a white power symbol, which I think was a 4chan thing and is kind of a troll. I don't really think it is that. I've never ever seen it as a white power symbol. I'm also not really in white power circles.
It was a troll that somebody threw out online, and then news networks ran with it. That was never an actual thing.
Because they did it, I think it was 4chan related. Because they did it, so then anytime anybody had ever made it, well, look at this.
Yeah,
then you tell me why Colin Kaepernick's doing this.
It was never actually a white power thing. It was a troll that news networks got fooled by.
But there is a guy that can never go to Wrigley Field again because he did that one time on camera. So.
Because it got fucking out of hand.
I don't know. But does he do the okay sign? Is basically the okay emoji. Hey, okay, okay, cool. So the circle game, you guys know you hold your finger down.
That's why I had to just Google it.
If you catch the circle, then you get a punch.
I did that to 2 people at work today, and I hadn't done it in like 3 years. Out of nowhere, it just hit me.
But you got to hold the circle below the waist.
It's got to be below the waist.
And then there's a whole meme revolution where everybody was doing that.
Okay, so it says, does he use that, or does he just put his palms out? Which, by the way,
the circle game, because his palms have.
Oh, because it's got a circle in it. That's what fucking. Okay. Damn, that's why I was like, "What? How would they know it's the circle game if you're putting your palms out?"
I think Jesus does the just palms out because he flexes on you because he's fucking Jesus. He can.
No, because then even though people would be like, "Well, you didn't do the right thing,"
but you're Jesus, so then it doesn't matter.
See, that's the thing. It's a hole. It's not a circle. Jesus would definitely still do the circle.
Yeah, you're right. Touche. Yeah. I stand corrected.
No, Jesus still does the circle. Because that's what the game is, and
that is the game. He respects the rules.
Any rational person in the world knows that that's not a white power symbol. It's trying to punch your friends in the arm.
I agree. All right, so Josh Posadas, he just does the okay sign.
Yeah, he just does that little. I don't know why I thought audibly.
You guys know what we're saying.
Audibly, that would. There you go, guys. Little circle.
If you're watching the video version, you get this.
Which, by the way, if you guys know what game we're talking about, you know. If you don't know, then you don't know. It's when you just put the circle with the 3 fingers out below your thing. Your friends look at it. You get to hit them. If you know what we're talking about, you know. If you don't, then you're just completely lost.
Just look it up.
There's no way to audibly. Game. Yeah, just Google it.
You'll get it after a second.
If you Google the circle game, the first thing that pops up, you'll see a picture of it immediately, and you'll understand.
And it's not white power.
It's not.
It's not white power. As an anti-white power podcast, also anti-Nazi, anti-slavery, anti-white power. You guys know this, but we're putting our foot down. You guys know we're not those, so we aren't condoning any of that shit. But that's not what that is. Our final question of the week comes from our buddy Brandon Whitehead. What's up, Brandon?
What's up, Brando?
Brando Whitehead on the Twitter. Eat 'em up, cats. He gets it. He gets it because he went to the Harvard of Southwest Texas. Brandon did. Brandon says, if we send only sexual predators to storm Area 51, would we have an Alien versus Predator sequel?
No.
Yes.
No. You think the aliens are just running loose around there? Yeah. No, you're fighting the government trying to protect the secrets of the aliens that are underneath the facility.
I didn't think about that.
That's what it is. People, I've been seeing these memes like, oh, when you show up and you're fighting an alien, you wouldn't be fighting an alien. If the aliens were out there, we'd have satellite fucking pictures.
Yeah, that's true.
Aliens aren't just walking around like fucking Men in Black
But
having coffee.
I think maybe people assume that you got to fight and break through the Area 51 people, and then
But
you
you'd
get to
be
the aliens, and then you got to battle the aliens.
Why would you battle them when you're liberating the aliens? That's
Are
the
you
whole
liberating
point.
them?
That's the whole point of the raid is to liberate the aliens.
I don't know if I said this last week, but my favorite meme I've seen on the whole thing was, and this is a verbal meme right here, so just hear me out. It was just a dead alien. And it was like, my alien, when I rescue it from Area 51 and realized I don't know what the fuck to feed it. And it was just laying there dead in the grass. So that was my favorite Area 51 meme.
But
we should do, and that's Alex's favorite meme of the week.
See, the thing that I think is the most problematic about it is that people want to fuck aliens. Like that's what.
Oh yeah, they do.
See, and here's the thing: is they'd have no way. Like we don't speak the same language.
If you can think of it, if you can say it, somebody's already made a point.
Here's the thing: is people want to rape aliens.
They don't want to rape aliens.
No,
they just want to have sex with aliens.
Going all those things about. Oh, I'm just trying to get in there and clap cheeks.
What does that mean? Is that what that means? You just clapping cheeks?
Yeah,
you
when
fucking?
you're fucking them because you're clapping the cheeks, dog.
I thought it meant fucking them up.
No.
I thought it was like a slang term.
People just assume that like you break into Area 51 and the aliens are gonna be like, oh, fuck me. They're gonna be like, no, we're prisoners. Get us out of here. Why are you fucking me? Why are you fucking me? That's not cool. That's rape. That's what we call rape.
Anti-rape podcast. Also,
we're very anti-rape.
We don't condone that.
I want to liberate aliens so they can be my boys and they can be so it can be Alex, Pat, Rob, and fucking Glurg Glurg. I want Glurg Glurg hosting the podcast with us, and you guys want to show up and then just fucking alien and walk away and leave them in the facility.
Our fucking liberation station is what we're gonna call it. Ooh. And we just liberate the fuck out of them. We bring in here. We give them little train conductor hats, and those little whistles like Michael Scott had. Woo, woo.
Dude, they'll give us a transistor to
all aboard for sales.
Pass the gravy out into fucking space.
Dude, we can
get space questions.
That's what we're gonna do. We go liberate these aliens. All right. Hey, Robert, I hope you're free for September.
Yeah, dude.
We're storming Area 51 now. Just make sure you got plans for that. Bring the cameras. Because Robert's our camera guy. We gotta have that.
Well, we're gonna need you to drive the studio again.
Yeah, dude, that was on yeah. So make sure you load that up. I hope it's okay. I don't know where you parked it, but it'd be great if you could find it again. So we're gonna get that, and we'll get all these aliens, and then they'll love us because we liberated them. We'll bring them to our liberation station, and then we can get them to be like our sales team. So they start selling to people, in
outer space,
and those are basically like our employees. And then we're just like a multi-species
we can slap
like company
stickers on fucking UFOs.
Oh yeah, and so it's like we're not just like going through the United States; we're going through the fucking galaxy.
We'll be the first bumper stickers on UFOs.
Like we're gonna get like where we can see where people have listened to us. It's gonna be like just like word like just symbols I don't even know. I'm like I have no idea. Is this wingdings? What is this? And it's like I don't know, some weird planet. It's like Leap Blop. That's Gleep Blop's planet is Leap Blop. And he's a frog character, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna be we're worldwide and galaxy wide. Galaxy wide.
Oh yeah,
is the way you say it.
Oh
right?
yeah,
not galaxial wide.
Right. No, it's galaxy wide. It's galaxy wide.
So I don't think sexual predators are the way to do it because Pat did make a good point. Like that's not who's protecting it. Like we gotta fight people.
Yeah, it'd be predators versus the government who are already against the predators.
Also, this running thing that everybody's doing, the Naruto.
Yeah.
Where you run with your hands behind your back. Like, you know how prone you are to just getting shot in the chest? Like, you gotta, guys, you're
not protecting your head at all. You're literally leading with your head.
Yeah, you're giving them an easy target. We don't gotta run. We shouldn't run this way.
Even if you get past all the bullets and you get there, you're leading with your forehead and they're gonna hit you.
Not a scientist here. But let's not run like that. Like you're marking yourself as an easy target, dude.
I mean, I take it back. Y'all should definitely do that. If you're gonna storm Area 51, please lead like that.
I still don't condone that.
Oh, I definitely condone it. It goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of this podcast. Man, we need to thin the herd.
Bill Burr's been saying that for years.
Let's bite it.
Like, not in like a discriminatory way.
Anybody that thinks they can run past a bullet by putting their arms fucking perpendicular to the ground and running.
Right.
That'll give them extra speed. Yeah, those are the kind of people we don't need passing their genetics on.
With all of that done, I don't know what else we have on this podcast, guys. I think that's it.
Yeah,
we got Big Brother coming up in just a little bit. I'm pretty stoked. Robert's not as stoked. You haven't watched any live feeds, have you?
No. I've watched all the episodes though, and I've listened to every episode of Pass the Gravy Bro.
So okay, we love you then. I take back everything I just said. Cut that part out, and then just make it seem like I'm a nice guy to you right now. All right, you guys. Hey, did I tell you guys August 9th is like mark your fucking calendars if you haven't already. You know what? Even if you have, send us your like reminder that you should be at Southern Star Brewing Company on Friday, August 9th, because it is going to be the most kick-ass night.
Plan
ever.
a sober drive.
Be
Plan a sober ride.
I get. You know what? Let's hop in some Ubers, everybody. We can share Ubers. Yeah. Gravy Gang. Let's band together. We're gonna have a safe, fun, awesome night. I cannot wait. I am so excited. I know we still have a couple more episodes before that, but like I'm both nervous and excited, and then like I'm going back and forth between those emotions. Like I'm so excited.
I'm just excited. I'm not nervous.
After going this past weekend, that like Keith and all of them were all excited for it too. Like it makes me so happy that we have like people that are on board with us, like Glamour Perry and the Sam Houston Young Alumni Group. Like that makes me so happy that you guys wanted to be a part of it too. Hold on Hollywood, Ian and Nick, we love you guys. The Weekly D podcast, check them out as well. Subscribe to them. Like we love all you guys that are a part of it. Lil Nas X, we love you too, buddy, because like you're coming to that, right? And speaking of Lil Nas X, why don't we send you guys out like if Lil Nas X got into a time machine is what you're about to hear on the way out. But you guys, August 9th, we'll see you guys there. It's a little while away, but start making your plans, guys. You want to make plans ahead of time. We love you guys. Have a great week. Until we talk to you next week, pass the gravy, bitches.
I'm gonna take